to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bulldogs will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looking for room. It's Owens. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, one of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job, the pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start, try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Right down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuffed with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. Reese
got enough space, and he'll haul it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the PAT makes it 7-0. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Leaves it with the running back. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
ISO means we're trying to ISO a linebacker, get downhill right now. We're not trying to ISO a corner, get wide and start to go outside. A lot of times when you bounce that thing that's supposed to go in the middle, those guys aren't taking the proper angles out wide. They're assuming where the ball's going, and that's inside. Good job by the defense, but the offense has to know where that play's supposed to go.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They're able to swat that one away.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Under fire. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Mississippi State. A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Mississippi State rings the cowbell in the red zone. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And when this defense comes out, they go 3 and out, force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll run play action. Got his man downfield. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Gonna run it. It's Owens. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Makes the catch. It's Owens. The ball's free. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just could bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Looking for a crease to the left. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
The Bears will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab on the left side. Off to the races. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown. And that's pretty much what just happened there.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Owen. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give to the back. Once for the tackle. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Under fire. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Fires and picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Looking for a crease. It's Batonio.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Absolutely perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Ohio State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. Here's a heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Offense working from the pistol. On the option. The pitch. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Finds a little space. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
At the 45 on its way. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. On the run, fires downfield. Complete in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. A 70-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They were backed up in their own end. Now a bit of a change of sceneries there across the 35. 1st and 10 from the 36. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab on the left. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Pulls and fired complete. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's getting ahead. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Quarterback may change this route. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the tailback. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense trying to take it back.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. To the ground with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Rides to the back. Touchdown Bears! And here they come, almost all the way back. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Tulsa. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to...
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That
going over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the returner is stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Now the play fake. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bears send out the punt unit. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The offense changing the play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bears will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The throw to the outside is complete. Turning it on! Touchdown, Bulldog! He got a step and just dusted the field. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And the Bears will line up to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man to the left. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The offense set for a 1st down play. Power football with the run. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter, And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from Mills.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The play-action fake. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. From the shotgun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls incomplete.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. On the run, it's Bitonio. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there. First down, 10 yards to go. They go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
They'll run the screen. Still running at the 35. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And the Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 40 over San Jose State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give and tick, 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 tick. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll take another shot here. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Running back searching for a hole. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.